What's poppin', y'all? This is Noah Cuz. Welcome back. Yo, can you not? Appreciate it. Welcome back to the Splitmind channel. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a crazy... Yo, bro, can I just get through this intro? Like, stop. Anyway, bro, I've just been listening to so much music on the charts recently, and there's one tag that I keep on hearing all the time. Yo, this is Noah Cuz. So for the past week, I've been in the trenches, in the Apple Music playlists, on the Genius pages, and too many Instagram lives to learn the answer to one question. Why is Wheezy so out of here? Wesley Tyler Glass was born October 26, 1990. It's like, nah, I'm just playing. We're not doing one of those videos. But look, let's hear in Wheezy's own words why he's so out of here.
I feel like the producers know what's now, what the streets want, what the crowd want, and like what the fans really want to hear, and also what the artists want to hear. Sometimes I feel like they play any beat and the artist might not like it. So I feel like just adding a producer, it just makes it pop.
So that's it, that's the answer. But if you want to learn why his sound is so out of here, make sure you watch all the way till the end of the video, because I got so many gems for you. The top 20 kits on Drumify are marked down to $20 right now, so you can go get them. It's going to be active until Halloween, and it's not just my kits, it's everybody's kits, so make sure you go check them out. This includes all my analog lab banks and this Lifeblood drum kit you're about to see me use later on in the video.
I feel like my style is romantic, trap, up-tempo, just straight, raw, street, just wavy type music.
First, I'm going to start the melody, so let's see what kind of sounds I should use.
Like this year, I just started buying keyboards. I always had MIDI, but I never bought the keyboards with sound in it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's analog, like, so as hard as I punch, that's the hardest it's gonna go, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it. I got the mod, it's a Yamaha Mod X6, and I just bought a Juno. I've been fucking with the OP1 from Teenage Engineering. I'm really open to it all, really.
So I started out with this sound from Analog Lab called Dash. It's gonna be my new bank. I've been working on this crazy Analog Lab bank. It's my best one yet. If you like the anti-series Analog Lab banks, you're gonna love this one. By the time you're seeing this video, the kit will be out in about a week, so make sure y'all are staying tuned. It's really the craziest presets I've been working on. You're about to hear a couple right now. So this is what that first synth sounds like. It's really nothing crazy. I'll show you how I made the melody. I started with an A minor chord. I made this with the triplet grid, and I just made a couple simple minor chords. And then in the second chord, just have this C go down to a B for the sus2. And then I want this last A to go down to the F, which is the 6, and that'll make it sound creepy. Also with the 6th, I'm gonna put that right there, and then play around between the 2nd and the 3rd, which is a half step away. So next I grabbed this other preset from my new Analog Lab bank, Stay Tuned, and this is what it sounds like. So both of those together sound like this. Which wasn't really anything crazy, but then I put this effect chain on it, and this is what it sounds like now. So after I had that, I bounced it out and then I pitched it down an octave, and this is what that sounds like. And then in the next 8-bar section, I have the high-pitched version playing. After that, I really just wanted to add some more synth one-shots to give it more ambience and texture. I went straight to Max Shooter's bank and grabbed these accents. This is the first one that I grabbed. And this is what it sounds like with the sample. And then in these sections, I just took out the last note on this ARP accent. This is what it sounds like. Next, I added this accent. And then this is that same accent, but pitched up an octave. All right, the only other accent is this one. And then I basically just chopped that into the sections that this other accent isn't playing, just for a little bit more texture. Alright, so next I went on the mixer track and clicked all of these red dots and did Alt-R to render them into individual audio clips. I added another arrangement, and then I laid out the stems. For the structure, I kept the first 2 sections the same right here, and then in the next part, I took out those 2 synths that I made and just left the accents playing, and then finally, I just left this one accent. Also added this portal preset on this accent, just to give it a little bit more texture in the part where it's playing by itself. After that, I stemmed out the whole sample. The last part of the sample that I added was this texture loop. And then I added these master effects. that's the sample. Let's move on to the drums.
Honestly, I open up the program and just start pressing shit. Sometimes I have a beat in my head, but with me, it starts with the sound first, rather than me thinking about the pattern. If I like the sound, I'm just gonna go crazy.
First, I'm gonna get a bounce going with the drums, and then I'll show you how to fill it in and make it sound more like Wheezy. I'm gonna go for this pendant clap. In my Light Blood drum kit, Wheezy uses that one pretty often.
I think the 808 is the heart of the beat. So you gotta have your 808s right. 808s ain't right. It's just, you know what I'm saying, the beat ain't right.
This is one of the most important steps for your 808s. Make sure you always put the envelope on it so you can control how long they go for. I'm gonna just try changing the pitch and the key real quick. To make this sound more like Wheezy, besides just putting the hold on the 808, one thing you can do is bring this swing knob up just a little bit, just to add a little bit more bounce to it. But you don't want to do it a lot because then your drums are going to get too off time. Another thing you can do, which is in the hi-hat, you can click this wrench icon and then go over to this shift knob and just bring the shift up some. And this will make the start time for the hi-hat just a little bit later, and it gives it a crazy bounce. Now I'm gonna freak these hi-hats. I'm just going this 1/3 step. I basically just added a couple of rolls and pauses throughout the hi-hats. Now I'm gonna fuck with the velocity some. I really didn't want to add this next part, but
At the time, I felt like it was missing the vox. I just felt like it needed to be there. Like, it gives it that, you know what I'm saying, that punch.
So for mixing, I don't really do much. I basically just have a soft clipper and an EQ on the master. And then I typically have my 808 hit just over the 0 dB mark. And then I like to add my reverb channel. I usually send the melody and then the hi-hat and then some of the open hats. I'm also just gonna click this button on the second open hat just because I see that the two open hats are hitting on the right side. So this will flip the left and the right, so now it's gonna hit on the left. It'll just sound cooler bouncing back and forth between the other open hat.
My favorite part of the beat, the tag. Shout out to Future, you know what I'm saying, for the Wheezy out of here. Dig.
Click here to see me make a beat for Lil Baby.